The list of spiritual attributes goes on and it goes on and it goes on. But when it comes to Thanksgiving and when it comes to giving praise and when it comes to counting our blessings, oftentimes we look out there. I am so thankful for my grandson, and I am. I am so thankful for the home that I live in, and I am. I am so thankful for my car. I am so thankful for this church. But what about the spirit within me that provides me with all these beautiful attributes? I very seldom turn inward and say, thank you, God, for the strength that I have. Thank you, God, for the imagination that I have to create the life that I desire to live. Thank you, God, for the resilience that I have so that I can rise up from any sort of a setback or defeat. The spiritual attributes are the essence of our being. And this morning we're going to praise those. We're going to give thanks for those blessings. I've asked some people to come forward and pick just one spiritual attribute that they have and talk about why they're thankful for it. So if those people would come forward now, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I don't think we need to mention this again, but it should be kept to 1 minute.
I don't know why you'd say that about me. I'm just so grateful. The reason I was laughing at your joke, Duke, is that, when you're saying, I want to be this and I want to be this, and oh, that looks better, and then the rock, and then the cloud, and then the sun. What I'm grateful for today is just this knowingness that it's okay to be me. And I learned this here at Unity, that it is that Christ in me that is that hope of glory, and that people here, I don't have to be something other than me to be loved. And so I recognize that just being the love that I am and growing in that one day at a time is just how I'm born to live, and that you all, love me as I love myself.
1 minute?
Two for you, David.
Yeah. Takes me 3 minutes to warm them up.
Well, if you tell Heidi 1 minute, she's going to go 3. So everybody else can go 3 minutes.
Well, I today am grateful for the spiritual discovery enabled by Unity, the knowledge and comfort that I have that life is exactly what it is supposed to be, and that life gives me experiences that give me challenge and give me joy, that I can choose to select joy through every experience that I encounter. I've lived long enough and paid attention to what is taught here intensely enough to understand that when life brings me a challenge, it's an opportunity to cultivate the gifts that have also been brought to me. And that when those gifts advance themselves against those challenges, I grow and I'm strengthened. I honestly believe my blindness was a gift. My cancer was a gift. An economic setback is a gift. A divorce, yes, even a divorce can be a gift. And I honestly believe that those gifts that are given, when encountered with the kind of gifts, when those challenges that are given, when we encounter them with our gifts, that we can grow. I want to say, too, I'm very, very grateful for the children. In their innocence and in their candor, they serve as our community's conscience. They represent only 10% of our population, but 100% of our future. And so I care about those who care for the children, particularly teachers. We pay our teachers enough to survive, but not enough to stop caring. And it is the caring teacher that sends a signal to a generation of citizens we'll never meet. And so today I'm grateful for all who care about community and about spiritual growth and about honesty, and who understand that love is starting right here, right now, right in this moment. And I'm grateful for all of you, that you're here, that you care, that you pay attention, that you come to this spiritual center of well-being. I'm grateful, grateful, grateful.
It's a hard act to follow, David. I too would have to say that I'm very grateful to Unity. In the 10 years I've been coming here, I really learned a great deal about how life really works and how it's very different from what I grew up thinking that life was about. Like Duke mentioned, all the outward forces, what I'm supposed to believe, what I'm supposed to do for a job, how much I'm supposed to make, what I'm supposed to wear, all of those things for a lot of us define who we are when we're growing up. But I'm very thankful to have a spiritual community that I really do call my home, even more so a lot of times than my biological family, that teaches me that I have everything that I need to live a happy and fulfilling life, and to learn how to use all those 12 powers that Duke said to become more of who I am. And so I think the most thing I'm grateful for is that I'm here, I'm breathing. Every day I wake up, I think it's another gift that I can look back on the things that happen in my life that I may have thought were just horrible and I was not going to survive them, but somehow I'm still here. Some ways I might not know how I survived them, but I'm just truly grateful that Spirit is in me and that I know that I'm every day becoming more of who I am, who I was sent here in this body at this time to be, and that it is really not I, but the Christ within that does the work.
When I think of spiritual attributes and power, several come to mind, but I'm grateful for the spiritual attribute of forgiveness. And I know it's a spiritual attribute because I know that my ego is doing its job of constantly working to surround and protect this castle that's moving me through this life. But the spiritual attribute of forgiveness keeps me in touch with that flow and that source that is creating through us constantly. Peter asked Jesus, how many times do we forgive those who have hurt us? And Jesus said 70 times 7. And I don't think he literally meant 490, but I have reached for 490 myself sometimes, and I know that people who love me have had to find 490 times to forgive me also. So I've learned that it doesn't happen with one affirmation, that hurt. Sometimes I forgive over and over and over and over again, and it's a wonderful practice. And fortunately, we have a lot of opportunities to practice. It's like a bell calling us to prayer all the time. So I know that I feel a hurt or a slight, or I just feel an uneasiness about myself in a situation. It may be that spiritual attribute of forgiveness calling me. Mark Twain wrote that forgiveness is the scent of the violet on the heel that crushed it. And I've always loved that imagery, that the essence of the violet is raised through forgiveness and sweetens and blesses the moment. So I'm grateful for that power of forgiveness.